What's going on? It's Fuego Beats back with Kiki.
Hey.
And we talking about chaos kids right now. Interesting subject and everything, to me at least. Because it just kind of like, maybe because I talk to a lot of crazy people, including myself, that, let me stop, that it kind of, kind of hit home with a lot of stuff. But pretty much, I was gonna go into the fact that when somebody grew up, and I know, like I said, a family that, it was a lot of chaos. They had a lot of people they were with. There was, drinking involved, some, little drug activity, whatever. And out of that family, three people, cut that line and don't do that. You would never know that they were even involved in anything like that. But
Right.
their other family continued that cycle. So now the ones that are these three's age, their kids are now at that age that they were when they saw all of this. And now some of them are, some of the original chaos kids or the original chaos people, their kids are now messed up too because they doing drugs and doing everything else that they're not really supposed to do. And these other three identified that something ain't right. This ain't right. I can't do my
Right.
family like this because this is not right. This is not a normal activity of families to do that. You're not supposed to see mom go in the other room and sleep with a guy that's not daddy. So, it's one of those situations that, if you get into it's good to know because if I get into an argument with my wife or somebody and my mother say cheated on my father, I might be thinking in my head, this is the same shit that my father went through with my mother. She was working late, she says. She came in, her hair was messed up, whatever the case. And now it's kind of like you're blaming your wife, even if she's not doing it, but you're blaming that. And that could cause, because you grew up in chaos, now it's going to be on her. So even if your wife is doing nothing and all she did was have a bad day and say she worked at a shop and I just lost Kiki, we're going to try to get her back on the line. But pretty much, I'm going to get Kiki back on the line, then we're going to continue this right here. See if Kiki gets on the line.
Hello.
Yo, it's all good. Yo, I kept recording. It's all good.
Oh, all right. Cause I'm like, you might need to wait till I get off Georgetown Pike.
Oh, no. You all right? No, I said I kept recording.
Okay.
It's all good. So we still on right now. But what I was just saying basically that when one person, even if one person had that chaos home and they don't identify that, I went through some hell and say, I'm gonna try to not be like this. And I realized this woman is not my mother. So my mother did something wrong. I can't blame that on my wife unless she really shows me that she does it. And you all know, I don't know if you've ever been in a relationship when a guy was telling you, you're cheating on me. I know it. Because you're talking to that guy on the phone. Even though that's your homeboy from way back, he's still blaming you for cheating. But most of us never ask. Go ahead.
Because he might just be blaming you for cheating because he cheated.
It could be that too.
I've noticed.
It could be that too.
Saying, oh yeah, whenever they start, especially if it comes out of nowhere.
No. I feel you with that. But what I'm saying is that there's been a lot of times. It's that what you just said, that you're cheating too and doing stuff. But that's just an example. It could be anything. You know what I mean? You just think that other person is doing that and that other person is blindsided, like you're really nuts. What are you talking about? And then you end up divorcing, separating, whatever, without realizing that why you're doing that. You know what I'm saying? So there's like little things like that, and I kind of understood that only because I know quite a few people that had these issues, and for some reason they grew up thinking that certain things was okay, that the normal person and society says is bad. Society says that your mother's not supposed to roll up weed with you because weed is illegal in these states unless it's certain states medicine. So it's not normal for your mother to roll up with you. But for some people that grew up with that kind of thing,
Very normal.
it's very normal for them. And they look at you like you crazy.
That's still weird to me now. That's still weird to me now that I have some friends
exactly. No, I've done.
Pretty
Yo,
serious.
yes.
Like I don't even drink. Like I just went to like this one function my mom had at the Kennedy Center, and I that was the first time I drank in front of her, and it was like champagne, and I felt some kind of way about that. And she told me she was gonna put me on punishment. Mind you, this was last year though.
And you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing I'm talking about. That a lot of
Yeah.
us grew up with parents that weren't like that. Some of us grew up. Now I didn't have that. Not luxury, but I didn't have that. My mother didn't work like that. So she was a housewife pretty much. So I didn't have my mother working all the time, but just a lot of people did had their mother working all the time. So there's a lot of things that slipped through the cracks that the mother didn't see. Sometimes the mother was so busy because she's so tired, she really couldn't involve herself with the kids like that. And sometimes you grow up and similar things happen. You do your kids a little bit like that. You don't play like right now. Like I can't say like nothing against my pops. My pops was good people, but my pops didn't really. He didn't really. He was so tired from working a lot of times. He didn't have time and energy to always go on the basketball court with me. And I see myself now with my oldest son. He wants to go outside, and I'm like,
Right.
but I think back. Your father did this, and that wasn't the right thing to do. He should have seen how he could make his schedule work. So now I make my schedule work, and I go outside with him and do what I gotta do and play with him and get into his life like that. And that's what I'm saying. That's to get out of this thing and I feel like making relationships work. You gotta kind of realize you. You know what I'm saying, and
Yeah,
realize,
or you realize that it's not for you.
yeah,
Hence myself. I don't have any kids and I'm not married and I don't think I should have any kids and I'm not married. I don't I come home when I feel like it. I go where I want when I feel like it. I do what I want when I feel like it. I buy what I want. I'm selfish is SHIT. So I of course I'm gonna wanna go. No, of course I'm not that bad. I'm a sweetheart. But no, I want to do things for myself. I want to buy myself clothes. I want to go places. And I know that I can't do these things if I have a child. Does that mean that I'm not going to have a child so I can continue to buy stuff for myself? No, but I understand that I'm smart enough to say, okay, well, if you do want to continue to do these things, then a child is not necessarily something you're going to be able to do these things around or with. Even having my dog, it's some hotels we can't go to.
yeah,
To bring him.
yeah, and
So for that, I had to say, all right, well, then we can't go to this hotel because I have this dog now. He can't come. I can't come. And it is what it is. But that's the conversation for another day because a lot of people have children, and I think a lot of this chaos kid stuff comes from kids raising kids in the first place. Like I said, I'm smart enough to know it ain't for me yet. Some people rush, that this was up right now, or my parents, got married. Yeah, people used to get married when they were 12 years old. That don't mean that we're still doing things like that today. Things have changed, and you have to realize who you are. You
yeah,
have to, make educated and thoughtful decisions. You can't just lay down and have a child and assume that, everybody else will pick up the slack and I'll be able to run the streets and continue to do whatever it is I wanted to do. Because somebody will pick up the slack. If your family loves you, they will pick up the slack. But your kid at the end of the day is needing you. You know what I'm saying? When
yeah,
all you could have did was decided not to, do that in the first place and you would have been fine. But you don't want to be a parent and like a lot of them want to still be kids. They still want to do me. They still want to go out and have a good time all the time. With their kids at home doing whatever. And after a while, their kids is going to be out having a good time too. I
exactly,
can
and
remember whenever my parents, if say for instance my father was in charge, I'm out the door. Like, because it's like,
me too, yeah,
daddy's in charge. I'm daddy's little girl. He ain't going to say nothing to me. I'm down the block. I'm up the street. I'm at this person's house. I'm at that person's house. Mommy's home. I'm in the house.
exactly,
Yeah, I'm on the front porch. But, like you said, it just depends on the decisions that you make. And I think a person who's sane enough can make decisions like, all right, I'm just going to act crazy at this point, but I ain't going to act crazy all the time.
yeah,
I think that's a real sane person. But people who are just, like I said, we could go on and on and on about
no,
this.
no, exactly,
All day. But this is the reason why we have these chaos kids because people are not ready for these situations that they're
exactly,
they
not
just not.
and they haven't looked into themselves, like I said, and identified the things that they don't want their kids to go through that they did. That's the thing I'm saying that I did. I looked at myself and said I don't want my kids to, struggle financially. So I'm gonna go to college. I'm gonna get a good job and a good career path, and I'm also gonna do my side stuff too. Because I want my child to be able to say, Dad, I want to go to the prep school. I play ball. I want to get to go to Oak Hill. I like to do what Carmelo Anthony and them did and go to Oak Hill. And I see the talent in him and know he could go. I want to be able to finance that to the best of my ability and not be like, we don't have it. We don't have it or anything like that because I know how it was when I wanted to go to a prep school to play ball. My parents didn't have it.
Yeah, same here. I told you I got into every school I applied for.
Mm-hmm.
But they were too expensive. Even North Carolina with the money, and this is University of North Carolina, with the
Yep.
amount of money that they were giving me for a minority scholarship, and on top of the fact that I was in an honor society, I had all of these community service hours,
Yep.
I had a 4.0, all of this stuff, and I still owe 13 G's a semester. And my
Yes.
parents are like, we can't do 13 G's a semester. Like, that's great. That's fantastic. UCLA too. We can't do that. That's too much money. And that, completely broke my heart. And like I said, what happened to us wanting to do better than our parents? Us wanting to, okay, we grew up in a chaotic household. What can I do to change that? Like, my parents told me that they always wanted to do better than their parents. And their parents before them. Thinking their parents before them was slaves. So we got to do better. But if we out here doing the same things our parents did, this is why we got grandparents at 35, you know what I'm saying, and 32 with grandkids. I know what level was that girl.
Me too.
30, she's like 33. I think she was like 32, 33. The girl had 8 kids.
Oh
right?
no. Oh no.
Eight
Oh
kids,
no.
no, but check this out. I'm not even done though. She had 2 grandkids and 1 on the way. Why? Because she had one that was 18. She had a seed. The one that was 17, she had a seed. And the one that was 16 had a seed on the way. So she was a
No.
grandmother. She was like 34, 35.
Nah, I swear, and that's what I'm trying to say. This,
But she's still out wilding though. Don't have none of her kids. And mind you, she just dropped one not too long ago. But this is the world we live
and I'm seeing that, I'm seeing that in people I know. I'm seeing the signs of you got to get that girl, or in this case, what I'm thinking of, you got to get that girl. She was a nice young girl. Now she's getting into the teens. She's turning. I'm seeing the way she curses. I'm seeing what she puts on Facebook. I'm watching that. You need to grab them because obviously your mother or father didn't grab you.
Exactly.
And like I said, it doesn't have to be a cycle. It don't necessarily have to be a cycle that happens when you're young. It could just happen that you just a dumbass person. Your parents could be the good parents to you, and did everything they were supposed to do, and something clicked in your head to tell you I need to be chaotic now. But as I said, now you're putting the first generation of chaos into your kids, and now they're gonna either, like I said, most likely one generation or out of 3 kids, at least one of them is gonna be chaotic. That's what I'm saying. I mean,
I think those are pretty good odds.
but
And I see it happening. I see it happening with them very, very young.
me too.
Like it starts. I mean, it becomes apparent very, very young.
Me
And
too.
especially not to keep going back to same-sex marriages or same-sex relationships, but I know personally some situations in which all of the girls are girly, but there's just this one, and these little kids I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Who has totally grasped what mommy's doing, totally grasped mommy's concept of living, and is straight cool with that, and that's how she wants to be. Dreadhead, whole 9 yards, tomboy, don't want to do nothing girly, and it's just like, you already turning. Like, you're already becoming that chaotic kid that instead of your mom, and why is your mom doing it? Because she can't pick a good man.
Exactly.
That's all that is. She can't pick, and that is what it is, because that's what she told me. She can't pick a good man, so she's out here trying the girls out. And really, trying the girls out ain't go too well either, so she played both sides of the fence.
Exactly. Exactly.
But at the same time, her daughter is seeing that, and that just couldn't be good. Like I said, we got to watch what we show our kids, because all they're going to do is grow up and do what they see us do. Just like my dog. Dogs don't, like Gucci actually tries to touch people's faces.
Yeah.
It's his fault. Like,
Yeah.
because he sees us do that. You know, and he knows that that's something that's affectionate. So if he sees me and I'm upset or I'm down or something like that, he will come over and try to touch my face. That's something he's seen us do, and that's a dog.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't never had no other dog try to do anything like that to me. And it's, you know, just like and I can only speak on dogs, folks, so, you know. But people who have really, really mean dogs, a lot of times they outside all day. You know what I'm saying? They never see inside. They don't know how to act like, you know, when they're inside.
Mm-hmm.
They peeing and pooping all over the place when they're inside. So if dogs is doing, what I'm saying is animals, we depend on our parents and whoever's around us to teach us the way in which we should go. Exactly. Which is why a lot of kids end up really, really, you know, loving their teachers because they get from their teachers what they don't get at home. And a lot of them look at their teachers as mother figures and can't wait to get back to school and are sad and depressed at the end of the school year because they know, oh, wow, okay, I'm not going to see her no more for the whole summer at least. You know, I'm lucky if I get her next year, but I'm probably not going to see her no more, so I'm back with my mother again.
Yeah. But that's wild right there. I mean, I thought I would touch on this. I do want anybody, you know, that wants to chime in on this, I want y'all to hit the email up, MrFuegoBeats@gmail.com. You can hit up FuegoBeatsRadio@gmail.com. Hit the Twitter page, Fuego Beats Radio or Fuego Beats. On Facebook. And then Kiki, you know, your personal info.
Yes, get money on 3Key, and you can send me emails at SallyCutie01, and that's at Yahoo. Or you can send me an email at Kiki Little Fancy Ass, and that's not Kiki's Little Fancy Ass, that's just Kiki Little Fancy. It's uneducated.
Exactly. So that's that's what's up, yo. But we gonna go to another track, and then we gonna come back, wrap it up.
Please, because I have something burning to say about people's misconceptions about people's education just based on what they write.
Gotcha.
Let's clear it up.
All right, we got that. All right, we'll be back.
Shout out to the legends. L, DMX, Red Meth. Yeah. Are y'all ready? Y'all ready? Okay. Hey everybody, people, how you doing? Named Josiah, one half of the movement. Came from the Suez and rose on some new shit. Yeah, I'm a nice guy, but flow so vicious. Straight off the benches, lost all my senses, lost all my patience with all this waiting. So I went raving, created my pavement. Hits of a block, and we good like Megan. Forget the mention, I am the president. Create a murder scene, then leave with some evidence. Spit a 16 like a veteran, I murdered him. Rookie of the year, yeah, nigga, Blake Griffin them. Yeah, I ended them, they sweet like cinnamon. Why race one when you could race all 10 of them? Dressed like Ben and them, black and yellow, not a piss fan, just killing them in every level. Never settle for metal when you got a 16 that'll cool up the devil. I'm a bad mark, can you see the traction? Never was cocky with the flow, it just happened. Nah, he was ransom, told me switch the style up. Aim for the sky, now watch the haters pile up. Soul survivor, so I can never ever sell out. Y'all Titanic with the flow, y'all bell out. Why just bell out? Was word just spread out that y'all can't deliver, y'all can't even melt out. While I melt out with a quick package, tick tick boom, no ad-lib, blah. I just closed the door to the booth, now I'm going in. And just probably thinking, nigga, here we go again. When you hear my voice, you know it's a threat. Vocals hit the track and the beat get impressed. You wanna battle? Go, I ain't tripping. Was a little rusty, but your ass now I'm itching. Who write your rhymes for you, nigga? Cause they worthless. I got plenty verses that you should probably purchase. When I go strike, you know who's better. For a 16, I should charge by the letter. We can put money on it, but you always underbet. Backing out your deal, and I ain't said a number yet. You can hit them all, buy about 100 vests, but compared to me, you still look underdressed. The type of artist that many can't rank, cause I make them see pictures that Picasso can't paint. I'm on the beach when your record sales plummet. I'm tanning, my abs are like Leonidas' stomach. I carry different money round every time I reload, so even my bathwater is San Pellegrino. Talking about coke, how you got it by the kilo. I seen your account, there's nothing in it, zero. Paparazzis love me trying to catch you when I fly. I'm going to Dubai, bye. You're probably getting high. spending all your money for you die. I couldn't even do it if I tried. Pastors love me every time I arrive, cause they know I take a church out of debt when I tithe. Every single day, it's NBA Live. Wipe my nuts with a 20, what I do with the 5? I do it big and buy me a gold vault and raise the bar, nigga.